Good evening. I hope everyone is well this afternoon. It's been a little while since I've come in and had a chat to you live, but there's been a little bit going on as well. So I wanted to share what's going on. So at the end of June was probably the last time I had a chat to you because I was about to host my Calm the Anxious Thoughts event, and that was amazing. I had 15 gorgeous people join me for that event, and there were so many amazing outcomes from that one, that people had aha moments about just how they can be kind to themselves and nurture themselves when they are feeling a bit nervous and anxious, allowing that anxiety, embracing that anxiety, and also a bit of discussion happened around, and since on a couple of Facebook groups that I've shared these with, that you don't necessarily need to know why you're anxious. And that was a really interesting one, because some people kind of go, I want to know. But I think the difference is you don't need to know when it gets to the point where it's causing you to have that churn of thoughts. That's not, at the end of the day, thinking about it too much is ending up being counterproductive. So yes, there are times where you need to know why you're anxious so that you can take away that trigger. But those times where it's causing more anxiety because you don't know why you're anxious, that's when it's not helpful. So that was one of the things we discussed in the workshop. And we also came to the conclusion and agreed that future events would be around stress and how you can work with stress, how there is such a good thing as good stress, and what that means for you when you feel stressed. But also, another topic coming up for my events will be multiple brains. So one of my coaching certifications is called Multiple Brain Integration Technique, and that acknowledges that we have a head brain, a heart brain, and a gut brain. So our head is about our thinking, our perceiving, our making meaning. Our heart is about our values, our emoting, how we relate to others. And then our gut is our core identity, like right down in our gut. How do you identify with that? And how you get mobilized on that. And it's also about self-preservation. So I can imagine a lot of you might feel when you're feeling fear, feeling scared, there's almost like a wall over your gut. So that's that self-preservation. So that was the event that I hosted at the end of June, but I'm really excited to announce that July is the month that Be Kinder to Yourself Therapies officially launched 2 years ago. So I'm having a party. So at the end of July, I will be hiring out Stretch Yoga Studio in Holland Park here in Brisbane for a couple of hours from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. And I'd love everyone to come along. Hey, Sally, great to see you here. Sally, are you going to come in from Esk? Anyway, no pressure. So I'm going to be, thank you, Sally. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about my anniversary, about Be Kinder's anniversary. So as I said, I'm having a party. Yeah, let's celebrate, Brett. So there's going to be nibbles. There's going to be, I'm going to take everyone through a process at the end. There's going to be gifts and prizes. So, but you have to be there to win them, to have the opportunity to win them. I'll be announcing the prizes closer to the date. But there's going to be, I'm going to turn up the hypnosis not to be just pure relaxation this time. I know, Sally, it is a bit of a hike for you. Thank you. I'll accept your spirit to be there instead. So yeah, I'm going to have a little bit of a play with the hypnosis this time. So it'll be fun. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not telling you anything else. You have to be there to experience it. And then, of course, we'll end it with some relaxation so you can go home and chill out. So it's not a cocktail party, I'll tell you that right now. It's a Be Kinder to Yourself party. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. It's going to be such a beautiful night. I've got clients coming along. I've got people who are associated with my Compassionate Women's Health community. Many other groups within Facebook are coming. I'd love people from my Instagram community to come along as well. Hey, Riss. So yeah, it's a night to celebrate. The other thing that's been going on for me, thank you, Sally. Yeah, it's going to be a fabulous celebration for sure. The other thing that's going on for me in July is my Reiki 2 training. So I had my first day of that with Sarah Bruce from Spirit Earth Reiki. She's honestly the only teacher I would ever learn from. She's got such beautiful energy. And I knew I needed to do Reiki level 2 because that's the level that you need to be able to practice as a practitioner. So after next weekend, after this coming weekend, I will be a certified Reiki practitioner, which is super exciting. I'm really, really looking forward to being able to bring that to my practice. But what I didn't realize is that there are other elements of Reiki that goes beyond just having someone lying on a massage table and receiving energy being channeled to them. There's these other elements and other aspects that I can bring into my hypnotherapy and coaching that provides this extra oomph to be able to unlock certain aspects of where we're wanting to go. So if someone's doing an age regression, there's an element of Reiki that helps just traverse time and space to be able to assist that person in that age regression. Say an incident happened when they were 4 years old that is now having an impact on their life at 34 years old, because the decision of how to respond and react to that trigger at 4 isn't working at 34 anymore. But the initial sensitizing event happened when they were 4. So you can regress back to that age, bring back resources to that age. And there's Reiki tools I can bring into that as well. It's so exciting. And also for addictions and habits, like so many of us have bad habits. I know one that I'm going to be writing down because there's a little technique that I can do with it. I bite my lip. I'm really, really bad at biting my lip, especially in winter. So I'll let you know how that goes. I'm going to have a play with this element of, yeah, Brett, it's really, really powerful. Hey, Jason, great to have you on Facebook. Thank you. Yeah, so it just blew my mind because, as I said, I knew I needed to do Reiki too. I was like, I'm open for anything, whatever I need to do, Sarah, you tell me and I'll do it. And then on Sunday to experience my attunement and the opening of my world from that, and then these other elements that come into play with Reiki, these symbols. We receive 3 symbols out of at least 5 of the Reiki symbols from when you're within Reiki level 2. Just boosts the power of what Reiki can do for my clients. It's going to be really, really exciting. Hey, Caitlin, great to have you. So the 2 main things that are happening for me in July, as I said, my party coming up on Saturday the 31st of July, 6:30 to 8:30 here in Holland Park, well, nearby in Holland Park at Stretch Yoga Studio. So in Instagram, if you go into my bio, the link tree has a link where you can RSVP or get some more information. You can either go to the Facebook event, go to the meetup event, or just go straight in and RSVP. Yes, I'd love to see you there. In Facebook, I'll put the RSVP link in the comments below so that you can dive straight in and join me. It'd be wonderful to see you there. And yeah, Reiki too. Maybe I'll bring a little bit of that into the hypnosis at the end of the party as well, and really bring up the energy and send you floating off at the end of the party. It's really exciting. So I'll jump back in again and share some more of how that Reiki level 2 is going. And I'm going to do a live soon about some of the conversation that came up when we were doing the Reiki level 2 with the other amazing women that were doing it with me. We were talking about what it means to get permission from someone to work with them. And so that could look like permission to help them heal. It might be permission to even send energy to them. And an interesting conversation came up around what it means for someone to heal, to go through that journey of healing and transformation and change. So there's a number of different people who will come for therapy. There are those people who are really, really ready, and you know who you are. And they will make phenomenal progress in 3 sessions, no doubt about it. They will change their life in 3 sessions. And then there are people who are thinking about it. They know something's off. They know something's not quite right. And so the therapy and coaching is about helping them to understand that, helping them to unpack those patterns that are keeping them stuck so that they can then become clearer about where they want to go. But I'd love to come in and chat some more about that, because there's a lot to unpack in that. So that live is going to be coming up sometime in the next few days. It is a very busy couple of weeks coming up because I'm also doing a sales mastery course next week, so that I'll actually be able to articulate to people a little bit better, so that you know what you're buying when you come and have services with me. Yeah, I can do amazing therapy, but selling my work it still eludes me a little bit. So those people who come to me have found me because they really need it, they really want it. The universe has lined us up. Sally never had Reiki. Sounds, yeah, it's beautiful, Sally. It's really, really lovely. So it can be pure relaxation, or it can be really shifting some stuck block and negative energy. So I will tell you more after I've done next weekend. Hopefully, no Rona doesn't get in the way, and the full 2 days goes ahead next weekend. But I'm going to leave you there. I've got to go and start making some dinner for my family, and maybe I might be the one picking up the children tonight, so I might I might run and go and do that. But thank you for those who were on the live with me tonight. So wonderful to see you. Thanks, Sally. Good to see you. And Jason, Brett, Caitlin, and Riss. And I'll let you know when I'm going live again to talk about, you know, how do you know when you're ready to heal, and what does it mean for you where you are on that progression towards healing. Just a little taster. When I was going through my 9.5 years of infertility, I did so many different modalities of healing and therapies, but the universe was very clear that I needed to take 3.5 years to have my children. So these are all the factors at play. It's going to be, I'm really excited to be talking further about that one and what that means for you and where you're at. But have a wonderful evening, and I'll catch you soon.